alaikum. Good morning. Listening to Mr. Khalifa, I think summarizes the whole story about our journey. Just the objective that we want to double our digitization contribution to the GDP is itself a testament to what's happening in the UAE. For us, for the Federation and the members, as part of that overall objective of doubling the contribution of digitization into the overall GDP, we want every service delivered to a customer to be done digitally. We want every service that a customer needs or might need to be available on their mobile. This was stated to us a few years ago by His Highness, and we are getting there. In some of the services we are there, but we still have a few that we need to tweak. Now, where do I see the translation of digitization on our customers? One of the things that we do every year, actually it's not us doing it, it's done for us by global companies who review all countries, and they look at the services provided by banks in those countries, and especially electronic channels. They also look at old-fashioned channels, and they ask customers, how satisfied are you with this service? Online banking, mobile banking, even phone banking, ATM banking, and branch banking, and so forth. And the outcome of this is an overall satisfaction and trust index that is given to each country. And historically, when this journey started, the UAE was in a good position, but not among the lead, number 7, number 8 in that region. And since we started working on digitizing the services to make the service available to the customer on their mobile, while ensuring that you are protecting them while they do that, we started seeing the UAE going up the ranks until we hit second level, second country, and somehow we froze at second. And every year, some other country will take the first place by 1 or 2%. We met you last year, and we talked about a few things that we are working on, which have either completed and were launched, or the foundation for these services were prepared, and now we are in the process of launching them. And we just did the survey, or the survey was done to us actually. They contact customers directly. We have no hand in who do they contact and what do they ask them. We only get to know a sample of the questions used after the survey. And I'm really happy to tell you that for the first time, we come out as the number 1 in 2024. We have gone up for the first time by 4 percentage points, which is a massive increase in these metrics. So the UAE now is number 1 because of the extent of services provided by the whole ecosystem. It's not only banks. I myself, everything I need, I do on my mobile. We still have a few services that are to be fine-tuned. There are a few foundation layers that have to be fine-tuned, one of which is, for example, regulations. We are working heavily on reviewing regulations with all our partners, with our very active central bank, the Ministry of Economy, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Justice. But last year we did 81 reviews, 81 consultations. So that tells you how active the overall system is. One of the things that we have to keep in mind, now we have reached 90% and we are number one. The problem will be maintaining this. And we do see that it's challenging to maintain this because it's really difficult to reach 90%. If you ask 10 people how happy are you with the services you are getting and the comprehensiveness of it and what have you, it's difficult for you to get all 10 to be agreeing that you are getting everything you asked for. So 90% is tough to maintain, especially if we start getting into security issues, cyber security. If you remember last year, we said we want to see these things done, but we don't want to open a floodgate of cyber threats. We don't want your mobile to be infiltrated. We don't want hacks to happen and so forth. And for that, this is the big layer that we have been working on throughout 2023 and now in 2024. In 2023, for example, we have created a supreme committee between all the forces, all the police forces, and the Cybersecurity Council of the UAE, Central Bank, UBF, TDRA, and as I said, all the police forces, Abu Dhabi Police, Dubai Police, Ajman, Sharjah, etc. And we are trying to either preemptively protect or treat weaknesses that are identified. One of the things that we do on ongoing basis, I'm sure all of you know that every FI is doing its own penetration testing, but that's not sufficient because sometimes it's not the wall of your house that has to be strengthened. Sometimes it's your chimney. So what we do is that we run our cyber war gaming and threat casting, and this is done at a whole industry level, where we stress the system, of course, on dummy basis. We will never stress live environment, and to see where do we need to tighten the knobs. We have done now 3 phases of this over the last 3 years, and now we are doing the 4th one. This allows us to provide all these services while knowing that you are protected as feasibly as possible. As we know at the end that cyber risk will continue to exist as long as you have hackers, but you want to be as strong as they are to make sure that you are able to fend and defend. So, as I said, 20% of the GDP, as Mr. Khalifa said, will be from digital channels, and every service that a customer wants will be done on a mobile. And to achieve this, there's so much work for all of you to do. And we at UBF, if anyone doesn't know UBF, it's all the banks in the country put together. We do our work, by the way, as teams. We have committees of UBF who do this, all the large banks. We have the chairman of the IT committee with us. So those are the superstars who run these things, and they work with the government and the authorities to make sure that everything is done. So with your support, I'm sure we'll get there, and hopefully we'll increase the 90%. Thank you.